Day 4 at Hampton this week. What we're doing today, we are going to test out Ben's Altezza. There's a few changes has been made. We're going to be tuning the car on the track because the header's been remade. Do you remember last time at Highlands the extractor fell apart, so we made some new headers. So we're out here checking the tune, but at the same time, Ben's changed up the brake setup. So we've got the booster back in, right? Yeah. Yeah, booster back in. Patch compound change or no? Same patch. Yeah, because with that booster delete last time, it was not getting enough pressure on the brakes, right? It's like no pedal, I can't really get to lock up. So when we put the booster in last time, it was locking up too easily, right? So we tried to find the balance and try to tune that. That's the main focus today. It's pretty much just tuning the car, like the brakes and the engine. So we'll show you what we kind of do when we go out and tune the car on the track. So first session, we'll just take it easy, make sure it's all good, nothing falls apart. No, nothing loose. So we're going to go out shortly to get this car tuned up. First we will get into the ECU and wipe out the existing logging that's in the computer so we can log it properly or have new data. So going up for a tune, I'll check the tune. What we're going to do first is go into ECU and wipe all the existing logging so we know what we recorded today and make sure there's enough memory. So we're going to go in and just wipe out all the logs. It's got internal logging on it, so we won't go out. We're gonna see all this, mostly just checking AF, and then also over here, as you can see, we all have water temp, air temp, TPS, knock level detected, and then if there's any correction, there is a bit of self-tune adjustment in this computer. It's running a wire-in link. I think it's actually a monsoon. Oh, that's our field map right there. And then also we switched that's our ignition table. Nothing really fancy. Rev limit's 8,000 RPM, and then we've got the protection with oil pressure, and then also oil temperature. So if it overheats, that's what's going to do. It's going to cut back the RPM. Right, we'll get ready and go out. It is slightly leaner, so hopefully that new exhaust that makes a difference. Okay. If we have to add fuel in, it means the engine's going to make more power. So you can see that's where the car is taking the fuel cable from goes for sale. If I press up, adding Fairwind, and then just watch the AF change. That's a pretty quick. Down. It's these race cars. You can come and test them out at the track. No point ready to go on a dyno. Once you've got a basement done, it's pretty much sweet. You got brakes?
Yeah. For now.
Too much?
Yeah.
The lock's really sensitive.
Yeah, that was what the problem was. So yeah, it's so sensitive you can't heel toe.
Yeah. test session done. As you can probably hear from the in-car, the rear brakes was locking up. Ben's just checking the tyres now. Was adjusting the brake bias valve here. Try to get more brake bias to the front. It's, if you notice when you hit one tyre, when you jam it and try to blip, the brake balance is slightly off there, so he just ended up driving without it. Okay, now what we do when we come back in is go into logging, easy download, and we can pull that what we just recorded or what we've been driving. So go on here and go download, and we will have that file, and then we can bring up the, this is all Ben stuff, so we'll enter the date 11/04/25 session 1, something like that. Save, open up the log, and we close all this. It should be over here. So that's the session. Then we just have to go through with checking if any problem with the oil pressure or anything weird. Oil pressure is here. As you can see, it didn't really drop below 40 pounds. Drag it out. So around here, it might be an oil search or some sort. Ben was holding the throttle about 24%, 4,500 RPM, and we have a slight oil drop here. Have to work out which corner. The mixture is slightly too rich, but as I went around, we've been trimming the mixture. As you can see, the coolant temperature rises up slowly. We have to probably block out half of the radiator again as usual. It's still getting too cool, and the hottest we got was 72 degree. As you can see here. Until we got back in and actually stopped here, it just reached 78. So, there's a slight fuel surge because Ben tried to run all the old fuel out before we put some new fuel in, but everything's looking pretty good. Tune's pretty much sorted. Now is going back, setting up the brakes. At the moment there is no fuel in the boot as well, so that will make a difference. That was on the lightest in the back, so you can now dial in the brake bias valve. Can you get the stick in there and have a look, or then you kind of know if it's at the lightest weight. This is the fuel refinery in the back of the boot. Just want to see how much fuel there is in the tank. Nothing. For some reason at session 2 we have a brake up there, full RPM and dropped out. So wasn't a misfire, it was cutting out. So I need to find out what it is. So the car randomly has these trigger faults. In the last free lap you can see there going signal, 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 and no signal. So it's not a misfire of the coil, it's a misfire of the trigger. Weird.
This rubber is softened the front.
The suspension?
Yeah, so weight.
I think the suspension is actually okay. It's just the. It's like I drove that 350 yesterday, the day before. Like, driving that 350, I just touched the pedal, it locked up. Like, I didn't even stand on it. When I stand on it the first time, it was fully locked up. Like if I stand on like our ABS.
Just did that now, going into the dipper.
Just locked up, right? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, with the booster, that's the problem. When you take the ABS out with the booster, it always does it. It's either take the booster out and then the bigger master for it to fit, or we'll just retrofit the ABS into it. Then don't have to worry about it ever again.
You're still gonna get the same shit needle feel.
No. Well, once you have ABS in it, you just stand on it all the time. Well, even if, let the unit just do everything. If you did lock up, it's just going to release pressure by itself. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Keep it as it is. It'll be same as like Emerson's car. Yeah. All the sensors there, we just wire all that in.
And standard front brakes there.
Standard front. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it even locks easier. And that's why it even locks easier. Or do you think it was locking the back or the front first?
Locking both before.
Yeah, because when we went out, it was locking the rear.
So it would just be keep winding it out, so there's nothing
in the back. But now there's more weight in the back with what, 40 litre in it. The back should stay down. Yeah. Well, that's why we're here testing and trying things out. Well, this was kind of the last shot before we switch. It will take ages to get used to, like.
Well, that's the thing. I keep going into corners thinking, oh, there's no booster, so you put your foot on.
Your foot on, yeah, and then just. Yeah. Well, same as like, it was more mind fucking driving the 350. I had ABS in turn 1, and in turn 2, I was like, yep,
no ABS.
ABS, and it just release, and they just keep pumping it straight away. And I don't think you need to, what do you call it? I don't think you need to tap on the straight.
Oh, that's just because I've done the work.
I know. Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, and then you had the experience before. There was no pedal there, like just had a major pat knock. All right, just go around today. Make sure the misfires is gone. I suspect there's the wiring down there, or the plugs, or the connection. We ran it, checked all the lumen and everything, it was fine. 19s? It won't be 19 with me in it. The
laps aren't showing.
20s?
20.
Yeah.
It's alright with the miss.
Was that with you by yourself, that session?
You cost me a second.
Of course, I told you, 100 kilo around this track, it's a second. We know, but I know. So if you take 40 kg off, it's 0.4 seconds straight away. If you are really consistent every lap. Yeah. Did you see me driving out of Civic the other day? The other Civic, I'll put this on my phone, I'll show you. I went out in a Civic Type R, Of course, never driven that car, and this is the lap time. 1895, 1902. It's within
Consistent.
pretty consistent quality time.
Consistently slow.
That's also a passenger too. You always think about going fast it's always about power. It's actually not. When you're at the track, suspension, brake, tires, alignment setup, that's the major. Power actually comes last. Then you get reliability, so you want your car to keep going laps and not overheat, not breaking stuff. So with this Altezza or any Altezza, if there's no diff cooler, we've tried an hour and a half, pretty much the rear diff overheats and blows up. So when we go out, make sure have the diff cooler turned on. If not, it will cost a new diff. As we found out doing the Lemons endurance race and the 6 hours races, same with the 86s. When they get hot, they won't recover. You can try air cool it doesn't work. Only option is put a cooler in with a pump and have the oil circulating and have a duct go in to cool that cooler. Well, session 3's coming up. We might switch into Mike's car and go for a run. I'll just keep letting Ben keep driving his car and going around, and I'll find something to do and play with the gimbal a bit more. Still learning the settings and stuff on it. It's playing up a bit like time to time, but just have to get used to it and play with it more and learn how to use just like anything. Well, I think that once you sort out that brake issue, you should be doing high 17 with these tyres. I think it's doable. Yeah. It's just losing so much time under braking at the moment. Yeah. Don't even worry about holding tyre, just drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you try to double dip the pedal, it's going to lock up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, once I see the check.
Yeah. Well, I think just focus on the braking and then just touch in the front gear, the corner or going in. I think second. You have to go down to second. You can't win those. Yeah.
I think I should stay in third that whole way.
No, because at the moment, I think you need a faster 1 hour turn 3, then you will get 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just that limit line and taught you, right?
Yeah, it's like 100 meters.
Yeah. Because like if you watch it, we can go back to in car.
Yeah.
You huck out wide, like for ages in third, and then you're like, oh, should I go at 4?
Yeah.
Or should I stay third? And you're like, and you're like, okay, then I'll go in second.
Yeah.
But it should be like a third gear mid corner, 4 on the way out, and then pull back. But that's pretty much turn 2. Like if the brakes are working, you would get through that a lot quicker.
Yeah.
It'll be like 10k's difference. So it's alright. Here to here, so just make sure there's no misfire. That's how I'll get to it.
Can you put in like a buffer? Can you extend the time or?
How to fix your car at the track, yeah. Seat time is number 1 and testing. You just never know where these cars are going to fault and do some stupid shit at the track. You can see now it's probably shaky because I'm not using the gimbal. So the strategy was right. Focus on the braking, don't focus on the downshift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
I'm not gonna charge you now. That was 10 grand. 5 grand for 1 second. No, it's good. Yeah, like I said, you know, because the gearing is so long anyway, it's not gonna shift lock.
Yeah.
So just brake, focus on the braking, and then just downshift.
And you're braking faster than the gearing.
Yeah. There's no point to use engine braking. Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Thank you very much.
No problem. It worked.
3 seconds off the day, eh?
So 10 grand is worth it, right? I was 5 grand per second. Now you've done 3. So it should be 15 grand, but we're mates, so we'll do it for 10.
10,000 yen.
I'll take Bitcoin too. Even at worth nothing. It's alright. It's good. Making progress. That's what's important. So the exhaust and extractor that definitely helped in the tune. Everything. The tune and exhaust.
Yeah, it's got a lot more
Mid-range now, eh?
Yeah.
So you used third last term? Or you still fourth?
Yes, yeah, third in the last term.
So it worked, right?
Yeah.
Like I said.
Only need second for
Turn 4.
for the dipper.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In turn 4.